new recording has begun. Now we're gonna see, is Wolf gonna be here this week? We're gonna throw me right into the wolves.
The virulent
Oh right,
from the courtyard
veil
have
lifted, so
abated.
no, can't be.
The heirs of the estate feel.
Imposter syndrome is the
Now we
worst.
have
I think it
regal
probably
once
is.
again.
Imposter syndrome is like a 5% chance to just pass your turn, but it feels like it hits way more than 5%. And if you, it's always bad to pass your turn involuntarily like that, but it also seems like it does it at the worst times. It's like, oh, you need a heal? Someone's on death's door? How about the Vestal just decides not to do anything? Hey, look, we can push meter. All right, definitely doing that. Yeah, on a healer or stress healer or whatever, imposter syndrome is so bad. I don't think so, Keith. I've never had that happen. Yeah, I've been told that with Fearful, there's a 1% chance to have make it so your people automatically run away. But I've had Fearful a lot of times, and I've never had that. I've had plenty of 1% things happen to the game, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. But in like working my way towards 2,500 hours streaming of this game, I've never had them run away on their own. That's what I've been told, though, that they can, but I've never had it happen. Series Heron's always so impactful. Yeah. Proc so much, and then every time you're dying, yeah. Imposter syndrome is so bad. Push a T into level 6 just to prep for... Well, I was thinking that too, yeah. It'd be better to have a level 16 and level 5. This is going to unlock the Veteran Flesh, which is the last Veteran dungeon we need. So we are going to go here first, either way. We're going to aim for crests. How to bear Taffy? That was right when the quirk came out. Or should they nerfed it? I mean, yeah, I never had it happen. I played when Imposter Syndrome was first added, but maybe it was just a super, super unlucky thing to happen. Or if they patched Fearful, maybe. Which week are we on? We are on week 55. We're actually making really good pace, too. We're gonna do this torchless. All right. Any stress need to get rid of this week? Might as well get rid of stress on Hytala. Okay. Excellent. Let's finally get... let's just get rid of claustrophobia. You know what? We'll just lock in Beast Hater. Screw it. Alright, that's good. Once you're on week 150 and you never spawn, guess you bugged out. The highest week I ever got to without seeing him was about 124 or something. And what was crazy about it, it was an all boss. It was deathless Bloodmoon, not the torchless version that we did later on. Deathless Bloodmoon all boss, and we did everything, and Wolf never spawned. We ended up finishing in the late 90s, and then we ended up basically passing weeks to see when he finally spawned, and it was like 124. So I don't know what the crap was going on with ours that time either. Fedora feeling festive. Glad you're feeling festive, Fedora. Yeah, I doubt we're ever going to use that, so... Okay, I think we are ready. We got our scouting. We got prevent nighttime ambush. Got unparalleled finesse, tiger's eye. Let's go. Long dungeon it is. We're going torchless into this one, so let's take Dark Bracer and yeah, let's just take Sharpening Sheath. Dark Bracer, Sharpening Sheath. On Chef. Let's go with Barrison's Head and Feather Crystal. Grass Wing, we're gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna take the double. No, I'm not, because we're gonna do mostly torches. Yeah. Feather Crystal and probably Suffering. On the Senor Pineapple. We'll probably want to stun sometimes for recovery. Oh, I'm probably also not going to use his Crime Lord Molar. I could do another Dark Bracer. I doubt we're ever going to use 3 Dark Bracers at once on this playthrough. These we might all use, actually. Probably for the Darkest Dungeon. Senor Pineapple. Legendary Bracer. We're probably going to be stunning a bit, so I kind of don't want to take the Wounding Helmet. You know what? We don't need to stun if he just annihilates. I probably shouldn't do it. Probably shouldn't do it. All right, that's good enough. Suffering is a rip-off of Final Fantasy? I don't know. Last achievement you need is bugged. That sucks. Keep taking no torches, banking on Rallying Flare every turn to stress heal and lower stress taken due to highlight. Use the money saved in torches to stress heal in town. I don't know that it would turn. I don't know if it would save enough doing that. Yeah, you're probably better off just not using Rallying Flare very much and just using the Arbalist or Musketeer to just kill. But yeah, I don't know. I've never tried it. Upgrades, trinkets, skills, camping, upgrades, trinkets, skills, camping, upgrades, trinkets, skills, camping. Okay. Long dungeon. All the food, stack shovels, stack bandages. Well, you probably don't need to take the blood since we have low infestation now. I'm gonna take a stack of torches for curio, maybe for scouting as well. Food, shovels. Whoops. Food, shovels, curio interaction. I think we're good. Food, shovels, key is curio interaction. All right. You're waiting for lawsuits. Why hello? Why hello? I don't know.
To prosecute our war against the swine, we must first scout their squalid homes.
Big dungeon. Never played Final Fantasy Tactics. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. It's been a long time though. I don't think I've played Final Fantasy Tactics in like 15 years, so it's hard to remember much about it. We might come back and do that actually. This team would just rip it apart. So let's remember this is here. Let's try to save a torch. Help! I've been impaled by a pool noodle. Tactics also came out for PSP. Never had a PSP. I can't see.
I'm blind.
That made you feel old when I said I haven't played it in 15 years. So. Yeah, I don't like being able to say that. I've said that. I've talked about that before. It's like, I don't like being able to say I haven't done something in 15 years. The noodle of doom. Okay, stunning. All right, it's time to kill some hookers. My wife agrees.
Press disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Came out in 97. Dancing? Did you need something? Don't remember why you came in here. You saw the noodle and you attacked.
Be gone, fiend.
We have so many hooker quotes.
And now, the darkness holds
So many
dominion.
hooker quotes.
Black as death.
I'm being beaten again. Okay. We don't have any.
Their formation is broken.
Worth it.
Maintain the offensive.
Worth the quotes. Probably camp here for buffs after this. There's only one thing I'm really worried about in this dungeon. It's not that crit.
In a single strike.
I don't mind that as much. There's something else, but I can't mention it because if I do, it'll happen. That's how it goes in the dungeon. Sometimes just thinking it will cause it to happen. You good? You done? You done in here? Okay.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope
She's still eating.
blossoms. Confidence surges as the
Collected
enemy
this monster, collected Shamblers? Yeah. Well, if that was possible, I'd be pretty afraid of that as well. No, that's not it.
obliterated.
I don't want to get...
Triumphant
I don't want to get the
pride
D word.
precipitates a dizzying fall.
I don't want any D's. You know what I'm talking about?
A moment of
People are like,
respite.
D's nuts?
Chance to steal one's
No, that meme's like
against
4 years old.
horrors.
Can't be D's and any nuts. Doinks. Yeah, no doinks either. Let's do Unparalleled Finesse. Yeah, I'm gonna do Scouting actually. This is how we do it. Are we in champion already? Nope, not yet. We have one last veteran boss to do. We just finished the
The way
Baron.
is lit. The path is clear. We require only
Yeah, that's the one,
strength
Mag.
to
You
follow
got
it.
disorganized. You understand that one? Yeah, that's it. I don't want disorganized. These nuts is a meme older than memes. I don't know. Memes are ancient. Modern memes are just a reinvention. I like how, like when they find these like
Such
ancient
prodigies are
writings,
unsurprising.
they found like a
These times
bathhouse
predate even the earliest
like
settlers.
in Pompeii or something like that, and they had someone read, like translate what it said, and it was all just like mother jokes and genitalia jokes. There was one on there I remember specifically. It was some kind of like poem, a little poem or something, like 2-line poem. It was something to the effect of weep now, women of this land, for I now only sleep with men, or something. And it was like 2,000 years ago. Some guy carved that into the bathroom or the bathhouse. We like to think we have changed so much since then. Some ways we have, I suppose, but in others, not so much. Stand on the shoulder of giants. It's like translating a bathroom stall. Yeah, imagine if civilization mainly gets wiped out and everything's kind of lost and forgotten, and they excavate a Walmart in like 5,000 years from now. Oh my lord.
Our community grows.
Hearts, thank you for the follow, Heart. I think it's who's it? Dane Cook, I think, who has that stand-up bit about like, why I don't understand how people are so angry when they're sitting on the toilet in Walmart. Anyway, you post the actual quote, but you think it's too vulgar for Twitch. Yeah, that's why I kind of edited it a little bit. More advanced we would be if Pompeii hadn't been wiped out by Vesuvius. I don't know. He's a wicked agent. There's an old rune carving that was venerated at some holy script, translated to Half Dan was here. Yeah, I saw that one too. Yeah, it's another good one. Half Dan was here. Dane Cook looks jacked up. I haven't seen him in a long time. Saying it that way makes it sound like I see him in person, like he's my friend. But you know what? I haven't seen Dane in a little while. Yeah, I haven't. I don't like most of his stand-up, but some of it, like the
darkness holds much worse than
the Burger King, the BK Lounge, and the bathroom one are good. 34 crit, Chef. Where was that earlier when I needed it? Oh, he's had botched surgeries. I thought you meant jacked up, like he's been super working out.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
There's a movie where he blackmails a serial killer.
Brought low and
What movie was that?
to the mud.
I needed it. That's why. We're actually gonna get more heirlooms out this time than golds, I believe. So this will mainly give food, but we can eat it. Yeah, that was the weakest point blank shot I've ever seen. Must have been BBs. You know what? BBs would have hurt more. Throwing down an emerald, I know.
Measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
I'm trying to get heirlooms in this one. Mr. Brooks was the movie. He was using a Nerf gun.
Another one falls.
And another one down, and another one down.
Back to the pit. Another abomination.
It's here.
Cleansed from
Here.
our lands.
No.
These nightmarish
Another one
creatures
rides the
welcome
bus.
back. They can Your steadfast loyalty
all these friggin'
is
food
greatly
tables.
appreciated.
Bombing. This one bombing. 31 months. Jesus. Filling your ears during work with a sweet ASMR of Wayne June. And pig mating. Don't forget pig mating. Thank you, Bombin. I appreciate it, man. Much love to Magic Friends. If you don't know Bombin, fellow streamer. He's a professional Magic the Gathering paper card game judge. Plays Magic the Gathering and Zelda and some other stuff over at his stream. Check him out. Let's go, Bombin. Is what I planned about 200,000. What do you have, Grass Wing? I was about to get someone super buff. Intense craving for alcohol. Years was enough time to rise to where we are. Oh yeah, I like that theory too. I've talked about that a lot, like with my wife and stuff. There could could absolutely be the case. I just hit turn 16 against the champion Shambler. Good luck wishes. You're gonna summon the devil for it. Turn 16 against champion Shambler. How are they still alive? Holy crap. That's rough. Phelan has used channel points to summon the devil.
Yeah, whatever. Good luck wishes the devil wants to tell the Fae fam. Oh, I wasn't supposed to read this. That was in parentheses. The devil's not good at this. Fae fam, you got this. The Shambler is a fearsome foe. 16 rounds a lot. Good luck. Also, you're gonna get the map, and definitely not the bottle or the tentacle idol. Well, we got a disease.
Got a disease, lethargy. We got the D. Oh, we got the D. I wanted anything other than the D. Thank you, Phelan. Sorry I misread that to start with.
Decimated.
At least it was lethargy, though. Lethargy. So he's slower, but he's not gonna like miss more often or hit for weaker amounts or anything like that. So thought that squirrel game nuts. Actually a really fun game. Makes you feel like a detective. Really. How's it going, Carrots? Welcome back. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. I'll let my wife know too. I do the name queue down. It's through channel points, Twitch channel points. So down at the bottom of your screen, we got crit. Use channel points down there. Crit, crit, crit. On this episode of Does It Yeet, is this shot put a yeet or a funky throw? More after 5.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
The true questions every time. They're more stressed than their characters are. Yeah, that's pretty scary. I don't even know how they. What is the team that they're using? Making it around 16.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
You guys remember? I don't know. 30 seconds ago when I was like, I'm here for crests and not golds. Turns out that was a lie. Pig squills actually woke you up, Abby. I'm sorry, Abby. Thank you for leaving the stream on while you were resting though. I'm sorry. Ah, well, who needs districts anyway? We can just do everything with golds, right? We'll just staunch the flow, all those other words. Me light in chat, why are you not surprised?
Close in tenuous firelight. An uneasy
Crusader, Man-at-Arms, Jester, Vestal, front to back. They somehow got 3 virtues, jeez. So they've been very lucky and unlucky in the same fight. All right. Unparalleled finesse. We're gonna prevent nighttime ambushes, or are we? No, I'm not going to. Actually, I am, because I forgot to get Dark Strength. I keep forgetting we have well, I mean, I still can't prevent it, but I keep forgetting that not all of them have Dark Strength, and when I go through and check, I miss it every time somehow. I think it's because 2 of them have names that start with
The
dark.
light, the promise of safety.
But
A fortune.
Vessel's 2 pips from a heart attack. Is she one of the ones with the virtue at least? Because then it'll just clear the stress. She's not. Uh-oh. The lure of gold. Yeah, hopefully we get to fight the Shambler. I might. And hopefully we end up hitting some more of the... You know what? I should have probably kept the herbs in case we hit more barrels. Now that I've said that, this will be a barrel. Okay, it wasn't. A map. Let's go all the way. Man, my maps have been so good. Okay, it didn't go all the way. Almost all the way. Good reverse psychology. Scarl! It's you, Scarl! There's quite a few things that we gotta get rid of. I think I'm just gonna try to get rid of Dipsomania. Scarl! Dipsomania gone. So yeah, we didn't get rid of that earlier by going up first. Yeah, I'm gonna keep torches. If we're in good shape, we're gonna fight a Shambler at the end of this. All the way. If we collect some more diseases, we won't be able to do the Shambler, but... There's a lot of...
Executed with impunity. Annihilated.
Scurvy's not fine against the Shambler. It's bad in both ways. Bleed is... Minus bleed resist, not good against the Shambler. Not good when you're having a cultist healer. Move resist, also not a great thing. Let's get 2 rooms to finish. Yeah. We also got secret room, so secret room does count towards the goal.
Inspiration.
That is the case. R squared, indeed.
Precision and power.
Trying to collect all the diseases.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Whatever, Wayne. I don't need your golds. I don't need your handouts.
Terrors may indeed stalk these.
Oh, you already counted.
But
Okay.
yonder, a glint of gold.
Favorite common enemy? Vomit pig. I know. Yeah. Vomit pigs actually have, even on Apprentice, they have decent crit chance with their vomit move too. Swine, yeah, we call them vomit pigs. Yeah.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Yeah, let's just wait. Scarl, the sequel. Too bad it can't get rid of a disease. Let's try to get rid of Bloodthirsty. 2 Scarls win dungeon. And it's gotten rid of the thing we wanted every time. All right.
Darkness closes in, haunting the hearts of men.
Yeah, the queue doesn't work anymore. You can't check your place in the queue anymore. It's just through Twitch channel points these days. They managed to win. Which trinket did they get?
Perform beyond one's limits.
Ah, yes, the old ball and chain to the face. It's crazy they won, yeah. Here's what trinket they got. A vigorous saw squared. Quote 760 dong no dong dong no dong. Vigorous vigor. It's a good question too. Yeah, why does this stuff scare the occultist? He literally works with the occult. Eldritch should do nothing to him.
At least promises success.
Immune 2, immune 3, immune 4. I ran through that and rolled down the beginning. You know what? I'm going to see the crest. Yeah, Eldritch monstrosities should cure stress on the occultist. Or, yeah, maybe he's the most aware of just how bad these things are. How scary they truly are. He's wondering why everyone else isn't getting even more stressed. Down even, there are 2 rooms, an unknown number of fights, finishing the mission. Debating it now. Got the candle, would like to be told that it's the best item in the game now. Well, it's not the best item in the game, but it's one of the best Shambler trinkets. I always want to get either the candle or the map from the Shambler. So, yeah. They did good. The Warrens needs even more screaming pigs. I agree with you. I listen to this as ASMR every night, so.
Well struck.
If you could have just one trinket, what would it be? One trinket, and it's the only one you can use for the entire run, but you can use it on every character? Or...
A decisive pummeling.
Found out the long fight was because of a lot of missing on both sides. So it would be theoretically the best trinket.
How quickly the tide turns.
Excuse me. That's an interesting question. Because with Darkest Dungeon, everything is like situational. So the best trinket for one scenario is not the best for another. All right, last question. If it is a unique trinket, can I still wear it on all 4 people? Because then I have my answer. Do we break the rules and allow me to wear it on all 4? Wilbur's flag. Wilbur's flag. Or the ancestor's coat. One of those 2.
A devastating blow.
In the Discord co channel. Were you sleeping, Abby, or were you drawing? Hang on. Abby, thank you. I'll check it after this dungeon. An army of flag twirlers, yeah. How's it going, Fern? Welcome in. No more crits. Finn, did you draw the thing you posted in the creative channel, by the way? I asked you, but I don't know if you saw. Crits are a critical part of this game's mechanics.
Skill and purpose.
Got me there.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Should get it for making decisions. That's pretty awesome feeling. Clip and re-edit. Gotcha. Got a big crit. Crit heal. This sucks though. I was hoping we kill it before they got to go. I really need to save those bandages.
Secrets and wonders can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
Nothing wrong with this cultist? Yeah. Yeah, but let's just see. Yeah, I thought we could avoid 3 rooms, but Finn, we blame that extra fight on Finn. Finn, I came over here. So I thought you were right about the skipping 2 rooms. I think the secret room counts towards your room total without it counting towards the total rooms or something. Something weird like that. And now I have to do an extra hall battle. It's alright, this is gonna be a recovery fight. Believe in me. Thank you. If you can't see the disease, the germs go away. That's what I'm banking on, yeah. No double Shambler for us. Not this time. See? Recovery fight. Streaker crew for the boys. I'll probably just try to survive off dodge. I'll probably take like just a lot of people that are good at survival for it, like Man-at-Arms, maybe Crusader, Cultist, probably Houndmaster. All right, I might even go like multiple Houndmasters to it and just dodge tank everything. What's the advantage to up and out the torch? You get additional loot drops at the expense of it being harder. You also get a 2% additional crit. So you get 2% additional crit for you, 6% additional crit for the monsters. You get extra loot rolls. It does some other things. It makes stress more prevalent. You can do exclamation torchless if you want all the actual numbers. If you could stop bleeding our bounty hunter, that would be excellent. I'm gonna stall this round. Is there a benefit for extinguishing the torch to start versus end? The only benefit of having it from the beginning is the 2% crit that you get. It's a risk-reward mechanic, yeah.
The slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving.
All right, we're about to find out if we have double Shambler or not. 1% chance. You made the image, but didn't draw the elements in it. Gotcha. Hey, what are you doing here? Get back to the ruins, bone rabble. It's like, well, there's skeletons here too. Whatever. Go be skinless elsewhere. Take your ratty trousers and head back north. There's a skeleton inside you right now. And it's covered in meat. And it's being driven by a ghost. This is news to me.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
That's great. Underneath my clothes, I'm naked. It's true. I'm impatient to be free soon. Ah, crap. We spawned an extra hall battle. Skin suit mechs. This is all risk, and we don't really need the reward. So, I honestly shouldn't do this. Let's go on Tactical Fatty. Welcome in. Interesting that we're scared of something that's a part of us. Yeah. Are you scared we could try to murder you, your skeleton?
A star spawned horror.
I actually do kind of need that move forward, so. First dungeon or current playthrough. Skip the altar. No week 1 Shamblers for you. Map or bottle. As you to min-max a dungeon like this? I mean, you don't have to beat all the bosses before. 100 weeks is pretty generous, and if you're not doing all dungeons before you do the 4 darkest dungeons, you don't have to rush or min-max as much, but I I mean, if you're trying to do those kind of things, then absolutely min-maxing is going to be more important in Blood Moon than
The
elsewhere.
ground quakes.
Do they always shuffle? Yes. Yeah. That's why I pre-shuffled before I went in there. I put people in the spots that I didn't want, or I didn't really want them to end up. Try to. What are you looking at? It's an in-game-ish boss. End-game-ish. Yeah, it's one of the scary mini bosses in the game. We're on Apprentice though, and we have a good team, so we should be mostly fine. Yeah, I pre-shuffled, yeah. I don't even know if the holy water is worthwhile there, because Scurvy just eats it anyway. Probably should have saved it for someone else. I'm literally using the holy water, but I know. Thanks, Nathan. I just used one before you typed it. But I want to see who's taking the damage first, so I don't have enough to use on everyone. So I need to wait and see who's actually getting crit on and getting damage over time before I start using it. Like, now that he's got the blight, but they don't, I should probably use it on him. Did it right as you were typing?
A powerful blow.
Hey. That sucks. Let's run, or he doesn't have a role that their class does better. Yeah, we use the Man-at-Arms. Man-at-Arms is going to be instrumental for champion also. I'll end up taking the Man-at-Arms to a lot of champion dungeons. But the thing is, he got to level 5 long ago, the one that I'm using. And so he's been on the bench for a while since we're waiting to do champion. Yeah, Man-at-Arms is really good. Use Man-at-Arms to cheese Wolf? Do you mean in what kind of way? Just to guard and use bolster? Yeah, I don't consider that cheese really. But yes, I use the Man-at-Arms on Wolf, yeah. That resist sucks.
Masterfully executed.
Uses. Worry better. Oh yeah, no worries.
Dismissed as a fever dream.
Did he have enough bleed on him to die?
For the corpses.
Wait, no, I had blood. Never mind. I was looking at the wrong thing. Would I adopt a Shambler pet in real life? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, there was a Shambler. Another good one. That's a good one. That's one of the trinkets that I really like to use on the Vestal. It also can pair really well on the Crusader with his Crimson, or the half of his Crimson Court trinket. So it's not the map, but it's probably one of the top 3. Candle, map, scroll, all very good. Nice. Another Shambler down. Yeah, it was Apprentice, and we had good trinkets, so I wasn't too worried. How am I gonna deal with Judgment? Oh, you're talking about Revelation, I think, Pickle? Yeah, Antiquarian, yep. I'll be taking an Antiquarian to Darkest Dungeon 2 if we make it there. What does the map do? The map is for scouting. It has a really high scouting percentage on it, and scouting is really strong in Darkest Dungeon. Scroll's also insane with Flagellant. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good trinket. Yeah. It's one of the top 3 from the Shambler for sure. Let's go on Serial Killing. Satyr Healer finally taking shape. Nervous sucks. Look, we got 3 diseases while we're here. Grey Rot. Risk Taker. Hey, another Luminous Jester. Can I have an Antiquarian? They asked about during the all girls run. We can't have an Antiquarian on this run, but during the all girls run, that's what I'll take. Does the Showbreaker Serpent Sway block Judgment? I think it should. It'll block the damage from Judgment, but not the stress. All right, let's split the recording.